Social media likes does not, and I believe will not, equate to business success. Here's my story. Let's shift gears. Find the best keywords for your videos with TubeBuddy. Link in the pinned comment below. Back in 2017, my brother and I started an e-commerce business, but we made no money from it. Zero. Zilch. So IRS, chill. Man, the reason we started it was because my brother had traction on a Facebook fan page he called Grambition. Now, what made the content here special was because it was niche to everything involving the city of Grambling in Louisiana and the classic HBCU, Grambling State University, home of the famous GSU marching band. But rather than focus just on content dealing with the university, my brother ingeniously tapped into the nostalgia aspect that's sentimental to the people who graduated from the high schools, participated in city events, and other direct or indirect news regarding Grambling. Me, having an eye for opportunities, I merely saw this popularity he was having on social media, specifically Facebook, and had a swell idea to capitalize off his following. To me, it was all a no-brainer. My suggestion was, in addition to producing content on that fan page, we just simply create an e-commerce website to accompany it, because I'm thinking that his fans would have easy buy-in off the strength of the page's popularity and growth. Oh man, alas, I learned the hard way that this would be a fool's errand. In comic book fashion, I told my brother, man, with your audience and my superb web design ability, we can have this site up and running in no time. So we went Dutch on site lock security and WordPress hosting. Now, in terms of roles, I took care of the graphics, website maintenance, and any technical and design details were my responsibility. And my brother managed social media and marketing that had to be done. Based on all the likes and comments this Grambling fan page would get, I thought people would be in droves immediately ready to purchase all the merchandise that we created. And we created some very dope things. And you know what? Sadly, on the day of launching the website, we had, wait for it, big goose egg, 0 sales. I can't tell you the
profound sadness
that I felt. I was angry at myself because I deluded me into thinking that all the likes and shares on Facebook content would easily equate to sales conversions. Now, despite the 0 launch that we had, we continued to push and market for a week, hoping to score at least 1 purchase. And when that didn't happen, I quickly became disinterested and impatient in growing the e-commerce site. Soon, I just wanted to focus all my efforts on the things I was doing solo, such as this YouTube channel and just writing articles. That's what was easy for me. Man, I also learned that my brother and I's relationship is different in business. That guy depends too much on his popularity on social platforms and not enough on learning business acumen properly. Just my side of the story. Now, here's the thing. My impatience came with a price. After a whole week of all that promotion, and we shutting down the site prematurely, only to find someone wanted to place an order for 10 beach towels that we had available. Had we stayed the course for a while longer, we probably could have had the success we were just looking for. Man, with all this said, here are 3 key takeaways I want to give you, the viewer, if you're trying to start an online business in the form of e-commerce or whatever it is that you're trying to start up. Of course, the first one is likes and shares do not equal sales. Don't become the delusional dummy that you see right in front of you at this moment in time. Now, I hear people on Twitter get googly-eyed when they are experiencing virality on their platform, thinking that retweets and eyes equal sales conversions. I would actually argue the opposite. As a matter of fact, you can validate those numbers as potential customers, if you can convert them into an email subscriber. And unfortunately, we did not have an email plan. We actually thought that adding a mailing list would just be an extra step in the sales process. But yet again, we were wrong. If we would have filtered that social media noise into focused attention in the form of email subscribers, we could have built a rock solid customer base. Moral of the story, build an email list. Do not underestimate it. Everything else is just vanity metrics. The second takeaway is you gotta be patient. Now, again, had we waited just a little bit longer, combined with a solid customer retention plan, such as that email list or some follow-up system, our e-commerce store would have been legit. Man, you know what? It's not enough to just build a website and hope for the best, especially if your lead magnet is all wrapped up into social media and nothing else. That customer wanting to order beach towels had me kicking myself for shutting down too soon. Regardless of a lack of email, all of our social media content marketing efforts did lead to something, and we left the land right before we were about to strike oil. Whatever business you're in, I would encourage you to stay the course and pay attention to those small, progressive wins that are showing you you're on the right direction, meaning that your business breakthrough is just around the corner. Man, for us, disagreements, lack of communication, and no unified sense of direction is where my brother and I went wrong, which segues into my last takeaway from this experience. And number 3, choose your business partners carefully. My brother and I have a great family relationship, but that doesn't mean we would do well in business or we're destined to do well in business. Honestly, this is a principle I knew before we agreed to do this, but I wholeheartedly thought that we would be the exception and not the rule. Yet, we became another failed online business statistic. Man, personally, I just thought the guy was just too playful, and I'm more serious when it comes to like business things and when you're doing this online content pursuit. He also was annoying me with the fact that he thought that he just knew everything and you really couldn't teach him nothing. Like he just knew everything about the marketing side, and while he did get the content likes, the shares, wherever the case may be, that's not marketing. That may be one aspect. Man, it also got to the point that he was expecting me to do all the work outside our initial assumed roles. Not only was I like handling the technical aspects of the store, but I soon became responsible for like the business operations, additional marketing on social media, the things he was supposed to be doing, answering website questions for those who would be potential customers, and just other things that just annoyed me while he continued to just giggle and play on Facebook. And then when we talked about expanding to things like YouTube, he wanted me to set that up and do video editing while his responsibilities continued to be minimized. The role expectations just became frustrating and just made the experience a nightmare just for me. So again, my advice to y'all watching is find somebody that is your true opposite and will take the role seriously. Avoid friends and family because the likelihood is higher that their contribution to the business will be lacking as they try to take advantage of you. Now, I'm not saying that family and friends can't be great business people, but the risk is too high of your primary relationship suffering as business ideologies and everything else, your approach just clashes. Overall, I'm not mad about the experience. We were able to survive any hard feelings and keep our brotherly love intact. What we were doing was more of a novelty, but like many people, I foolishly thought that social media vanity metrics do not equate to sales, which are easier to make when you're able to insert yourself between the customer and a pain point to help them make a purchasing decision. And I actually applied this concept in the building of a WordPress sites and turning them into passive income through methods of affiliate marketing hosting, service retainers, and referral link integration in my clients' websites. And I wanted to generously share my easy to follow system step by step with you right here in this video.